Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Mic with Mike. It is the premier business social enterprise program in the area. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with us. It is Friday. That means we are in the Swagger Studio series, sponsored by our good friends Jimmy Comer, Chris Smith of RBI Services. I'd like to thank them. In the house with us, we have the talented songstress. I had seen this lady, her brand, out there, and I'm like, wow, she has to come on. We have Teshia LaSane is with us in the building. Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
All righty, could you come a little closer and talk? Okay,
thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Okay, so let's work on this. Well, we're working on this microphone here. See, folks, that's in the power of radio. We're working here. So on the mic with Mike, we bring you talented artists in the area. Let us know who you are, what you do, the music that you sing. You're gonna sing a song or two for us, and tell us welcome to the program.
So my name is Teshia LaSane. I am from Richmond, Virginia. I grew up in Creighton Court, and I am a product of a single mother who has gone through the struggle. I am currently in my doctorate program academically. For adult education. I'm a mental health counselor within the community. I work with children and adults. I am also a dean of students at Elko Middle School, and I am a singer, songwriter, musician.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, she dropped the credentials on us right there. It's just like, whoa, okay, I didn't know I was getting all of that.
Yeah.
Well, well, that's what we do here. We bring the best and the brightest. Have you always been a singer-songwriter?
I started off writing poetry when I was younger. Like I said, I grew up in the hood, so I have a lot of.
You got street cred.
Yes.
You understand how things work.
I understand. So, poetry and writing was my outlet then. Sports as well. I played basketball and I started singing chorus. I used to sing in the church choir, so all of those things were kind of enriching for me.
Okay.
And it filled the void that I was experiencing, going through poverty and things like that as a child. So it started off with the writing of poetry and went on. Later, as the chorus came in with school, all of those things came together. So my first song was actually a poem that I had written.
Okay, so you're here for the Swagger Studio series, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're here for. But we got to bring the professional, educational side in and the mental health stuff. How people doing out in the streets?
It's actually really scary. Our kids are not doing well. We have some who think that they're okay, but there are a lot who are not. I had a 6-year-old actually break down and cry to me about last week, stating that she missed her friends and she wanted to be able to play with her friends. She's been in the house for a year. So imagine, being that age and you really can't have birthdays, you can't really have holidays. And that's a 6-year-old. I have adults who are going through depression, who are, fighting, losing family members, who are losing jobs, who are not able to really provide for their families. So it's just so much going on in our community.
So now how are people, what part does music and the arts play in people really trying to make it from day to day?
Music is something that transcends across the world. It is the one universal language. It doesn't matter what, music, the rhythm, the beat, the melodies, the harmonies, it doesn't even have to have words, but music is the one thing that can go across the entire universe. So that speaks to people's spirit. It speaks to your soul. So I think that one thing is it's therapeutic. And for me, it was therapeutic. So I use that as a therapeutic tool.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the creative process. Does it all come to you at once, or what's your process for writing a song? And can you take and make a poem a song? Are certain things just a poem, or things a poem and you can make that into a song?
So some things are a poem and it's simply that, but I can put music behind it and just do poetry, spoken word. Then some poems have the melodies come to me. It doesn't come all at once. Sometimes it does. Sometimes something may be on my heart and I will wake up in the middle of the night and I have to write it and I have to compose it and arrange it right then.
So I've heard people say who come here that if you don't get it right, then it may go away.
You can lose it. Yep. So I have a lot of voice memos on my phone. I have a piano on my phone. So then that way I can kind of play out what I need to play out. And then I'll go back to it later if I can't get to it right then.
Okay, so Swagger Studio Series, Teshia LaSane here, Mike King. So we're coming to you from the Common House, the theater, the Common House in the house with us, Teshia LaSane, DB Arcade, J Bella Photography, Blue Matchmaking. We got the host of All Stars here. Let's talk about the business side of the arts. Okay, well, I just want to go. I always ask people, is being an entertainer as cool as it seems?
If your heart is in it.
Okay.
If you're doing it for the money, no.
For people who are doing it for the money, how long does it take to get to the money? And do they ever?
I believe that I probably have put more into it than I've gotten out of it, but my heart is in it. And so if I'm looking for monetary, if I'm looking for something monetary to come back, then no. But if I'm looking to reach people and to change people's lives, then I'm getting what I put in it.
Okay. So as you can see, our interviewing style is all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
What do the students think of when they notice you're a singer, songwriter?
They think it's cool. They think I'm pretty
I
cool.
bet.
They think I'm pretty cool anyway. So they enjoy it. I use some of my videos to inspire them as well. With some of my groups, I show it to them and just see how they can relate to it. And, it's actually a good place to get them to start digging deeper into their own feelings, because expression is a difficult thing for our young people.
Phases of Love. How long did it take you to put this compilation together?
So those songs are probably from start to finish about 8 years. Different songs. I might have written one. The song Did You Ever Think? I probably wrote that maybe 12 years ago now. That's a song I play on guitar that I have written. So it's probably from about 8 years.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Teshia LaSane Swag Studio series here, coming to you from the Common House. This is the theater at the Common House. So you come here to perform.
Yes.
Now, we'll have you perform. You had the things that you had prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to do something else, so you do some gospel, let us know about the the type of music that you sing.
So I would say R&B, soul, inspirational, and gospel.
Okay. We need the inspirational part these days.
Yeah.
Life is rough out here.
It is. It really is.
What is it about the creative community in Richmond that it seems like it's on fire? It just seems like it's really on and popping these days. Is it?
I think that it is. The one thing that I would like to see more is collaboration. I think if we were to I always say, if we were to come together and try to hit the music scene, like the major scene, I think that we can make a greater impact, as we're always stronger in numbers.
That is true. It is. There is power. I always say that there's power in numbers.
Yeah.
When you roll by yourself, you got to be able to fight real hard or run real fast.
One or the other.
Because you're gonna have to. Because there's gonna be a time that you need people to make things work. Okay, so you're gonna perform for us. What are you gonna perform? You got your music set up. We got Emmanuel from DB Arcade here is recording. What are we going to do? And then other times as we continue to talk, you could drop something on us. You could sing whatever's on your heart. Mm-hmm. And ladies and gentlemen, Teshia LaSane is here with us.
So the song that I'm going to perform right now is called Nowhere to Run. It's about the struggle of people of color on this land, from slavery up until now, the Black Lives Matter movement. And I was inspired to write this after Breonna and George. And it was just heavy on my heart. And I just started writing. I wrote the entire video. Please check out the video.
The video, okay, I got to stop you right there. That video is powerful.
Thank you.
And I'm like, okay, who this lady who done this? You've done the videos before?
Yes, okay. I have two other ones that are dramatic like that as well.
Okay, ladies, do yourself a favor. We got Instagram right here, Mike King, Teshia LaSane. Go check out the video. So I'm just telling you, I saw it and I'm like, you got to sing that song. Okay, here you go, ladies and gentlemen, Teshia LaSane.
I have a dream that little black boys and little black girls can play with little white boys and little white girls. See, I have a dream. We can dream. Every day feel like I'm living in a nightmare. We've never really mattered. All that we've been through. Oh, we've been beat beaten and battered, raped and killed. It's time for a breakthrough. See, they believe our black, it ain't beautiful. No, 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 no. So they make believe white is right and it's powerful. It's powerful. But I believe, see, I believe, yes, I believe God made us equally. He made us equally. There's nowhere to. Ooh, they're trying to stop me. No. So they pick up their but death won't stop me. No, no. It's so hard. Oh, it's hard to breathe. They keep taking the air that I breathe. I can hardly breathe, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts when they shoot us down just to watch us bleed, and it's killing me. But I believe, see, I believe, yes, I believe God made us equally. Oh, 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 oh. Run, 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 run. Ooh, they're trying to stop me. No. So they pick up their no, no, no. But death won't stop me. No, no. We gotta just keep fighting, keep trying, keep going, keep praying. Oh, my mother, oh, my father, oh, my sister, yeah, my brother. Because in America we can dream. Cold-blooded murders, blocked out with white out. So today I speak about how much Black lives matter in a white America where genocide has been legalized. This ain't about blue lives. You see, blue only matters when blue matter flows through these veins, and that proves that I'm alive. But once I'm dead, that blue matter pours out red, beaten black to purple, bruised like Jesus for our iniquities. The more I dream, the more this gets to me. It's sickening. It seems the American system has been designed to give us liberty only in death. But I will stand up, fists raised, chanting with every breath, one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. Black Lives Matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call knocking it out the park. Okay. That's powerful. Okay. In the middle of the George Floyd trial, here you go. Here you go, dropping that in the Swagger Studio series. Okay. Gotta talk about that one. I bet when you perform that, that seems heavy and serious.
It is. It is.
What was it like writing? And forget the performing and listening to, what was it like writing that?
So, okay, so the writing part, I started writing it. The poem did not come until later. So I started writing it, I composed it, arranged it, and then I sent it to my producer. I work with Clef Majors of Major Way Studio. And typically what I do is I give him the vision that I have, what I want to hear production wise, and I give him the outline, the blueprint. This is what I need in it, but this is what I need you to give me. So I wanted him to give me like, if you hear the chords, it almost sounds like someone's running. You hear like a journey happening. And that's what you see in the video. So he gave me all of that. When he gave me that, and he sent me back the track, I was like, oh my gosh.
He got it.
Everything that I wanted. And that's why I worked so well with him. And then the poem came. I said, I have to do something else to this. And it immediately hit me. I literally wrote it just like that and recorded
You was done. Okay. When you hit it and you know it's done, do you go back and tinker with it? Or do you just, I put it out there and that's it? You know.
Typically, I put it out there and it's it.
You know it.
I just know it.
Okay. What part? Okay, so you take that, you write it, sing it, do whatever, and you send it to a producer. What is that process like? Like, what's a producer do?
So the producer pretty much brings everything together, and it depends on what you want. So I consider myself a producer because I composed it, I arranged it. However, I need the engineer to come in and give me different sounds because I'm not familiar. I'm just a musician who knows how to play.
Okay.
I need him to give me different sounds, different rhythms, different beats, and things like that. So that's what Clef does for me. Clef has produced pretty much most of that last album along with LJ, and he pretty much gives me what I need. So the producer's gonna, you tell them what you want, and a good producer can give you that. He also mixes and masters the sounds. So I will give him a rough draft. I do it at home. I give him a rough draft of how I want my background vocals to be blended and mixed and all of that. And then I say, now I need you to put your magic fairy dust on it. And they just bring sounds out. They do a lot of equalizing and things like that. Things that I don't want to waste the time to do because I'm just an artist. So.
Okay. Now the business side of it. What do you take when he sends that back to you? You say, this is it. What are the steps to go with that?
So then he just gets his production rights, producer credits. So when I am going to BMI, when I'm going to get it copywritten and things like that,
Okay.
if it ever gets big, he's on the song. However, I have not released this song to social media. Not social media, to any outlets. I have not released it. It's just the video right now.
Okay.
So I'm working on it. I think now is the time with George Floyd's trial going on and everything. But what held me up a little bit was I got sick in December. I had been home. I had not been going out because I already had asthma and a compromised immune system.
You didn't need to be running the street with.
Yeah, I stayed home. And my mother got sick and she had a surgery, got an infection, and I was going to the hospital every day to see her for a week, and I contracted COVID. And that put me out it's been over 3 months now, and I'm still recovering respiratory wise from it. Okay. So that has kind of slowed me up with a lot of the music. The first 2 months I wasn't doing anything. So it slowed me up a bit, but I'm getting back to singing now. That was probably the strongest I've sung since before COVID. So thank you for having me and pushing me.
All right, that's really good. Okay, I'm like, okay, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
So when the performing, how do you get gigs? Like, what's that process like, and where have you performed around Richmond?
I've performed everywhere around Richmond. In some places that I would like to perform. I would love to perform at the National, some bigger places. I was the music director for Lyric Ave for 4 years, so we did a lot in Richmond. Performed at the Bird. We performed at the Hippodrome. That was our regular home and things like that. So I performed a lot of places in Richmond, Petersburg. I performed at Lenox Lounge in New York, the Sugar Bar in New York. I performed in Atlanta, Vegas, California. So I've been traveling. I performed in Spain and France last year. So
Mm.
I've been traveling, not last year, 2019. Last year was a day.
Last,
But
last year was
2019.
we bypassed it last year.
Yes. So yeah, I performed. I've been performing a lot.
So did you ever do the open mic thing and had do when you first performed? What was is it scary?
It is. It was karaoke
Okay, all
out of
right.
church. So from church, I went to karaoke.
Okay, so now church is friendly. Church
Mhm.
is friendly.
It is.
Karaoke, a little different.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're getting ready, okay, but see, karaoke is a little different. Open mics, people want to be going to open mics.
Right.
Karaoke, any joker is there.
You're right. Yep.
Now I've done some karaoke, and people just be murdering songs in karaoke, and there's no problem. But you know you're not there for that foolishness.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it like when you're getting ready to go on a karaoke?
So I'll go back to my first time. It was a little scary because, like I said, I had only been singing in church, but people kept saying you need to sing more. So when I went, it was definitely scary, but I knew that I had a gift. So I just kind of, even when I'm singing, and I say secular music because I come from the church. If I'm singing secular R&B, soul, hip hop, whatever it is, I always pray first and allow God to use me because, like I said, I think music is a universal language. And with that being said, I always want to reach somebody somehow with the music in an inspirational way, no matter what I'm singing. So it's almost like kind of hiding the medicine in the pudding to give them the dose that they may need. And that's so a lot of times when I go out and if I'm singing at karaoke, I look at it as ministry either way because I'm allowing God to use me. Somebody could be having a bad day and they may hear something that I sung or something in my voice that may turn it around for them.
That's the difference when I was a kid, and I remember, and this goes way, way, way back when "Oh Happy Day" hit, and they played that on secular radio, on regular radio. Oh, there was some problems
I'm
there,
sure.
and because it's just like that was from the church, and now when you're starting to hear that. But I remember people used to say, my mother would say, you need to get people not in the pews. You need to take the message to the people. That's the idea of it. Okay. What else you gonna sing for us? You got something else you wanna drop on us?
I can do something.
There you go. That's what we do here. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. We just want to get the talents. We got J Bella Photography in the house doing some. I know her as hashtag Sarah B the coach. She's our radio personality, and she is our business coach. She's here. We got Paula Pardell, Modern Love, is in the building. She is our professional matchmaker. On the mic with Mike, we are the best business radio program around, but it ain't business like this ain't the Wall Street Journal business. This is something for everybody. This is business-ish. Ladies and gentlemen, give you Teshia LaSane. We got to talk about the artwork for your video,
Okay.
the cover. Who did that?
So the picture was taken by a photographer, but I actually did the cover.
So you're doing it, man. What are you just like? You're doing a cover. You do the video.
Yeah.
Were you always that creative kid?
I was.
Okay.
I was a kid that had my friends that I talked to that weren't really there, and the imagination was very vivid. I would do all of the movies. I'm also an actor, so I would do all of the movies and kind of like the Nutty Professor when I was younger, and I'd be all the people at the table. Like that was me.
And what was mom saying when you were doing all of this?
She would pretty much let me kind of be in my own world.
Exactly.
She let me do my thing, so that was a good thing. And she took me to all of the arts, everything musical that was in this area. She was a single mom, but I really credit a lot of the soul that I got and the music influence from her because she made sure I had it.
Shout out to mom. Hey, mom. Just want to say you did a great job. Glad to have your daughter here with us performing Blessing Our Microphone. Okay, what's up next?
All right, so this song is called I Love You, and it's about a love story, falling in love with your best friend, and it's on my Phases of Love album, which is a love story. It's all different types of love, mother to daughter love, spouse to spouse, best friend to best friend, even the bad love when you break up. So it's all that love in that story right there. And you hear more about me because I have different parts of the album where I'm being interviewed.
There you go.
Hear more about my life.
All right, there we go. That's on the mic with Mike Swagger Studio, coming to you from Common House. Teshia LaSane is with us.
And this is produced by my brother, Lance.
Okay, so all right, well, we got to give Lance a shout out. Lance, thank you for producing this.
They say love, love is a mysterious thing. They say love, love can complicate things. They say love can turn black and white to gray. Just read between the lines, you know what's on my mind. I think I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, yeah, yeah. You say let's go left, I say let's go right. You get mad at me, say you single, just for tonight. Now you know that it ain't right. Don't wanna think from you, just wanna be in your life. See, I ain't trying to be no bugaboo, ain't even trying to marry you. All those things that you took me through, now you're asking all them questions like who, what, when, why, and where. But when I tell you I love you, act like you don't even care. I love you. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love you. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love you. Yeah. In the beginning, it was just you and me. Just wanna get things back to the way they used to be. We were chilling, just so friendly, baby, you and I. Then our feelings started spinning and we fell apart. I never thought that I would fall for you, and that you push love away the way you do. All I know is that I need you to stay. You're my best friend, so don't take your love away. No, 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 no. Don't take your love away. I love you. So that's my song. That's actually to my best friend who is now my spouse. So this is a true story. Best friends. I started getting feelings, and then things started getting crazy. But I'm married now, 3 years in June. So
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Teshia LaSane. How can people find you really quickly?
You can find me on all social media outlets at Teshia Music, TESHIA Music LaSane, LESANE. That's on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay, well, what we got going on? We done recorded. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Swagger Studio would like to thank you for tuning in on the Mike with Mike, the best business radio program. Swagger Studio brought to you by RBI Services. We'd like to thank Teshia LaSane for coming in on the Mike with Mike, the best business radio program around. We'd like to thank our audience of thousands, Paula Pardell, Emmanuel from DB Arcade, Sarah Ellen Bagby is here. We'll talk to you on the other side. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks now. Take care.
Awesome.